Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the APAT show. Leigh, it is May Online Championship time. We're at the final table.
Yeah, we are. So I'm busy typing, just getting it into the group because it took a while getting into Facebook this evening. But evening all, nice to see you all on this Sunday night. A little bit early for us, 9 o'clock start, because we have just reached the final table of the main event for May. Players are on a break, so you're not missing anything at the moment. You can see the countdown. They're about to return to their seats. They've just all been to the bar and been to the toilets, and they're
calling the valets, Leigh. They're calling the valets.
Just heading back to their seats. But we have our final 8. Been a cracking day 2 so far. 33 entries. They all got paid, Des. I mean, what can we say? Not how we meant to do it, but hey, they've all got paid. So they've all picked up a minimum cash of £55. But we're now on the final table. 105 has been cash for this. £935 up top. APAT medals for the top 3, plus the winner is also going to pick up a Vegas 27 invite as well. Quick rundown on who we've got on this final table. Chip leader is Marmalade 25, closely followed by Jobless Wreck. They both got about just shy of 100 bigs at the moment. Then Big Fish 1999 is in third at the moment with 37 bigs. Run Poker Run and Mazjallo 88. And who else we got? Payson 18, which is Wayne Parker. Bromley 23, which is Natalie Bromley. And then McLennox making up the short stack. McLennox has got 15 bigs though, so loads of play. Blinds are 3,000, 6,000 at the moment. Average stack is 248,000. So what are we looking there? We're playing about 40 bigs, Des, at the moment on this final table. So
plenty of play, Leigh.
Plenty of play. As I said, min cash on this final table is 105. Then we've got sort of £25 jump, then a £40 jump. Then it goes to 267, then 392. Top 3 prizes: £505 for third, 705 for second, and 935 for the winner. So that is where we are at. Chip leader going into this day 2 was Jobless Wreck, who has made this final table. Second in chips was Bromley 23, was Natalie. Wow. So both the top 2 chip stacks have made the final table. Along the way, we have lost the likes of Di Farrell. Bus. We lost. Who else did we lose? We lost Karen Balby as well. We lost James Edwards along the way. We lost. We lost Rich Baker. He bust. Who else did we? Who else did we lose? Names I recognise. That's all. Pretty much all the ones I think that I spotted. Oh, and of course, John Reese as well. Yeah, as well. So, and Nate Bolton as well, who was one of the chip leaders, was 4th in chips, coming into this. So, they've all hit the rail, but obviously picked up a little bit of cash. Say, wasn't meant to be all in the money on a day 2, but I guess we've got Run Poker Run on the final table, and I'm thinking of renaming this tournament the kind of the Forrest Gump main event, because it's a bit like a box of chocolates. You never quite know what you're going to get. Last month we had 5% paid out, and Dean Pearson took it down and thought it was the best payout structure in the world ever. And he obviously got himself a gold medal and a Vegas 27 invite. I've got a funny feeling whoever wins this tonight makes say it's the crappiest payout structure ever.
Stupid is as stupid does, Leigh.
Well, to be fair, the winner is still picking up pretty much 20% of the prize pool. So it's not a bad amount of money in the slightest. And again, due to the hiccup with the timings today, which I didn't hear anybody kind of shouting too loud about it, but apologies for that. It did mean we had a little tiny bit of an overlay in this, but hey, I think Sky Poker, on the basis that we had these few little gripes today, will happily just go, we'll take that one on the chin, and no problem whatsoever. Couple of other events going on, need to mention about. If you want to get involved, the side event, Bounty Hunter side event, it's late reg for another 40 minutes in that, £30 buy-in for that. It's got a £1,500 guarantee on it. It's got 38 runners so far, so a little bit of value in that to be had. There is no value in the satellite that started at 9 o'clock, so it's only just kicked off. £10 entry for a 140 seat. You can use that for Leeds next weekend if you want to. There's 4 players in that, and all of them have told me to say there's no value in it whatsoever. Don't register for it.
But hold on, Lee. There's only 4?
Yeah, so that's 4 of
No
them.
value, Lee.
They're paying
4.
£9 plus £1. So they've put £36 in, and the seat is worth 140. No, the only value I can see there is Pete Wigglesworth is sat at that table. And, to be honest, there's value in there. Should also say Alan Ellis is also there as well. He's recently picked up a seat with us. And I can see Chester is sat there as well. Friend of the show, Tom. And Tom's picked up a satellite win. So to be honest, these guys know how to actually. Pete won a satellite last week with us as well, because he's using that. He's using that for Leeds this weekend. So using it as a little bit of a warm up for his Vegas trip. Yeah. So he's having him and Dan are heading up to Leeds to play the APAT event in Leeds as a little warm up before they head over to Vegas. I'm going to miss them. Unfortunately, they head back from Vegas unless Pete has a supersonic size win and decides to stay in Vegas for the summer.
Can you imagine? That would be amazing.
Wouldn't that be amazing? But otherwise, we will.
He's due.
He is absolutely due one whatsoever. Should say Pete cashed in both the PLO8 and the PLO side events with us this weekend on Sky Poker. So well done to him. Hand brewing here, not only 8 bigs in the middle, but the big fish is up against McLennox in this hand. King 4, 6-4 on the board at the moment. McLennox has got 12 bigs behind. Big fish playing 33 in their stack. They've checked it to see the 5 on the river, so I don't think this is going to get too lively now, unless one of them decides to shove. And there's the shove from the big fish, and McLennox gets out of the way. There we go. So well done to Pete. Only a couple of min cashes, but as I always say, with I don't massively play Omaha, but the PLO and PLO8 fields in APAT events, whether it's online or whether it's live, in my opinion, are a pretty strong field. It's a great place for you to learn what you're doing, but there are so many good players that will play those events that know what they're doing. So it's a super good field. So well done to him, and I'm sure he will have a good trip out in Vegas. 9s versus 6s. 9s are at risk, and McLennox is going to get a full double out through Majolo 88. So I had Rich Baker on the old WhatsApp earlier on asking me whether I knew who Marmalade was. Apparently, begrudging Marmalade's hot streak of what did Rich say? Let me get this right. I've got to get this right. I wouldn't want to get the stats wrong on this. So apparently hit 7 turns on the bounce to make a straight or better each, then rivered quads with 8-3 offsuit versus his boat. Now, I mean, he might be slightly over-exaggerating the situation there, but apparently, Marmalade, according to Rich Baker, has been running pretty golden in this.
He's golden. He's golden.
And to be fair, Marmalade is golden, and as he's chip leader at the moment. I mean, maybe it helped. Maybe that run could happen just before about an hour ago. I had a couple of brioche buns left. At home, and I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to slice them up, pop them in the toaster, little bit of butter and a bit of marmalade on them. Yeah, and then maybe that was around the time when Marmalade had their decent run at the tables. So
be a great Grand National horse name, Lee. Marmalade. I'd stick a couple of quid on him. Lewis Young is out there. Hi all. Hi to you, Lewis. My friend, tell us, who are you playing as here, Lewis? I'm thinking Lewis has got to be playing, right?
I've got a funny feeling it's Lewis. I'm sure Lewis is. I'm sure he's told us his screen name before. I'm pretty sure he has. And we try and keep a note of all of them as we go.
Old.
It's always the problem when
we're getting old.
It's the problem where we've always got so many new screen names to get used to, and some you reckon. So here's one for you then. So on the just missed the final table, finished in 11th was Credo 100, CREDO. Now, I recognize the name, but my mind is like just as to who that is, but I definitely remember a Credo from the APAT forum. Just can't picture who it is.
Credo.
And Compo 999 finished in 14th.
It's not Dave, is it?
As well. Not sure. Not sure.
I think Dave went to Vegas, and I don't think he came back. No, seriously.
I'll be honest.
This picture of him out there playing downtown.
I'm genuinely considering that for this summer. It's a possibility. You might find you're getting a call, Des, from me and Tom, going,
yeah, sorry,
Des, you're going to need to do the Worlds on your own. We're not coming back.
I'd get Dom and Chris in, Lee, and to be honest, I think I could just sit back and relax and let the boys run it.
We went to the Sphere for a night and we never got out. That could be the situation.
But still in there.
Loads going on. I was talking to Karen Balby earlier on because she made day 2 of this. Unfortunately, only got him in. Well, she got a ladder, so she got a little bit more than the 55. I think she got 65 in the end. But she's off to Vegas this summer with the LPPL crowd for her first ever trip.
Wow!
So
nice.
How cool!
She'll enjoy that.
Ace Jack versus Ace 4. It's the Ace 4 at risk. And Brobley 23 hits a flush and busts. Who was it? Busts Majella, who was the short stack. So Natalie takes herself up to 35 bigs.
Nice.
And very much back in the game. Say Natalie has been up in the top 3-4 for most of day 2, and then just hit this final table as one of the short stacks, but is hugely back into the game now because. What do we say? Average stack is about 45 bigs at the moment. So what you've got is a couple of huge stacks. So Marmalade 25 and Jobless Wreck, both on 90 odd bigs, which obviously takes a huge chunk of the chips in play at this point when we're 7-handed. We're about to go up a level. We're about to go up to 4,000, 8,000, which is level 9 of this day 2. A beautiful structure. Had loads of good comments about this. Players absolutely loving it. Yesterday, and the little rollback as well. Yeah. So I think we started day 2 with 60 bigs was the average stack going into day 2.
I mean, it's fantastic.
Which means you say so much play and on a 15
the final is incredible.
Yeah, and on a 15-minute clock on day 2 as well. So super good. From that point of view, just keeping an eye on the other super value in the satellite. Pete Wigglesworth has re-entered and is now chip leader. I mean, seriously,
that's 2 weeks in a row he's played this card.
Yeah. Value to be had. Speaking of friends of the show, APAT Bounty Hunter, chip leader at the moment, and that is Vertigo, which is Josh Jones. He won that Bounty Hunter tournament last month. So when we ran it on a Sunday night, because he messaged me the following day and was gutted that we didn't do medals for it. He's like, they're not a trophy, nothing, nothing
what's going on, like?
Yeah, he's also picked up some wins. I think he's had a couple of wins in our satellites as well. So Vertigo is Josh. 25 left of 40 with half an hour late reg in that, so that's still overlaying the 1,500 guarantee in that £30 entry if you want to play that APAT Bounty Hunter. Well worth giving that one a whirl if you fancy it. But no value in the satellite, just the 5 entries, and it needs 15 to hit the ticket. So don't into that. I wouldn't bother nipping into that. With you've got 48 minutes of late reg, so I might remind you again. That it's on. Natalie is all in after a raise from Wayne to 3 bigs. He's only got 9 behind. Natalie's made the shove. The thought is with the big blind at the moment, which is going to be McLennox, who folds. Is Wayne going to make the call? He does. Ace Jack versus Queens. It's the Ace Jack at risk.
Wow.
And Natalie busts another one, and we are down to 6. And Natalie
Terminator.
On a bit of a roll.
Elderberg.
On a bit of a roll now. So we lose Wayne in 7th, picking up £130. And I say Natalie adds to her stack. Now she's now one of the big 4. which is an unusual thing for Natalie to think is happening, that she'd ever be considered a big four or a big six or anything like that. But being a Burnley fan, but McNeilix is the short stack with 15 bigs, and Run Poker Run has got 20, and then all the other guys now are 40 bigs or more on this final six.
Listen, Lee, Lewis is back in the chat. He says, "Is there any free roll on Sky Poker APAT?" We've had, I think you've missed it, Lewis. We had a big old free roll, a couple of interesting events, but there's nothing in the near term, is there?
No, not at the moment, but we are likely to do a few more.
Something.
Yeah, we're likely to do a few more this year. That is for sure. And we're also always doing some freebies via poker raffles as well, so you can check that out. And don't forget that Sky have a really cool free roll. They give away some seats into their Sunday Major every week if you've just played and picked up enough points in the days in ahead of that. So well worth checking those out. I haven't even looked at the Sunday Major. You know what I'm going to say.
59.
It'll be overlaying. Yeah, you know it's going to be overlaying.
I've seen this story week after week. There's currently 59.
Oh, it's 45 in it at the moment.
Oh, wow.
It's a quiet Sunday at the moment. So, 45 in the Sunday Major at the moment. I mean, to be fair, though, we are still only 9:15. Normally, we're not live until 9:30, and I might mention it about 9:45. So
that's a very good point. Well made.
Yeah. So probably in another half an hour's time, it'll be 59, which I think is the number it was the last few Sundays where we've done.
I think it's reasonable to assume it will hit 59 at some point, and we could just coincidentally look at it right then.
Yeah, absolutely. But we will be having keeping an eye on that this time next week, when obviously we'll have also got another APAT satellite, and we will seeing where we're going with APAT Leeds. I think it's Chris is hosting for us at APAT Leeds next week. So hopefully Chris and Dom have been pretty good so far about jumping on the video if possible, and giving us an update what's going on. So hopefully we'll have some news from Leeds. If you fancy playing Leeds next weekend, get involved. Usual structure. Main event on the Friday and Saturday afternoon, and then a turbo on the Saturday evening, and then day 2, everyone's in the money on the Sunday. Side events as well. They're just to still be 100% confirmed, but we're looking to just mix up some of those side events and make them a bit more interesting for players, so it's not all just No Limit Hold'em. So hopefully we'll have that all confirmed this week. But yeah, Chris will be looking after, and in his new hoodie and t-shirt that he's
we've all got him, Lee.
Well, so you won't miss him. Yeah, you won't miss him. That's for sure. So Run Poker Run is all in with for 12 bigs and gets it through. Big Fish and Marmalade 25 decide not to get involved any further. There's been plenty of action on this final table. No one seems to be sitting back. Natalie's raised it up to 2.2, and Jobless Wreck has made it 6 bigs. Action back on Natalie, who decides to fold.
Speak quickly. I mean, the last two, the last few weeks, I think the Sunday night game's been a bit slow. It's been serious, but actually, this has made a very, very quick start. What am I going to do with this, Lee? This, I mean, it looks amazing, but I can't.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wear this.
Do you not like that color? Do you not like that color?
I do like the color. I love the color. I think the color is.
It's reversible. It's reversible.
Yeah, Sean showed me earlier.
Did she? Yeah.
But if you reverse it and see the 27, you get a product label on the other side.
It just it just comes off.
Does that come off?
Yeah. It's just there. It's a sticky one. Yeah.
Multi-purpose.
I sent you some of them so you could see what they're like, but I am very happy.
They look great.
If you don't want them, they can be given away to whoever you. Not your kids though. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Dirty solely.
Yeah.
eBay.
Unless you're going to send them, around the streets advertising the brand, in which case, fine, go ahead.
To be honest, that's already been proposed to me this evening. Talk of I'll wear stuff to advertise the brand. Yeah, at my.
I thought one of those hats would be great for when you go fishing. That'd be perfect. Yeah.
Or to an Oasis concert.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, they were all wearing them this time last year. Trust me. Anyone that wasn't, they must have made so much money out of bucket hats last summer, because they were flogging theirs for like 30-40 quid a pop. and there must have been about 1 million of them at Wembley. So yeah. So
are they still together? Like
done it.
Oasis, are they still together?
I don't think they've officially broke. I think they probably made more money last year that they realised we can't break up because we could do it again.
Go again, but they must have enjoyed it as well.
Because well, I'm not sure whether they enjoyed it as much. It was the most for anyone that went. It was just the most in and out gig I think I've ever been to. It was right. It was so robotic. I'm sure they were all. I'm pretty sure they were all identical. Absolutely identical. Done everything. The set lists were all identical. I don't think they probably even said anything that wasn't said. It was like it's scripted. The whole thing.
Right, okay.
It was and it was in and out. Job done. There wasn't a huge amount of kind of crowd interaction, or that they wanted a little bit at times, but it didn't feel very much there. It felt very much like we're in. We're putting on a show for you. You will watch it. You will be entertained, and we'll all move on.
Not a bad promise. Not a bad promise. It has to be said. And of course, it was a huge affair. Despite their experience and everything, they must have been a bit nervous that it might go wrong. Given all of the hype and stuff. So I guess nailing down a set list and doing what they do well.
Oh, it was
priority number one.
Yeah. And it was a brilliant one to be at. So can't fault it from that point at all. Little Ray, some jobless wreck, and then a continuation bet gets that through. Talking of the 90s, a bit earlier than this, so it's early 90s, very late 80s and into the early 90s. Just finished watching Legends.
Well, Lee, I watched one of those last night. Wow! Did
you watch the first? You only watched one.
I loved it.
Oh, you are in for a treat. Yes. It is fantastic. If you have not heard of it or seen it, I won't too much spoilers. King Queen versus Deuces. First of all, King Queen at risk. Overcards to the
wow.
two over pairs and counterfeited the deuces and double up for poker run poker through Natalie, and Natalie now is the short stack with McLennox. Yes, so Legends. Won't want to give too much spoilers, but it's based on a real story around customs and excise investigations in the early 90s going after the drug trade, and the soundtrack on it is phenomenal. The cast is incredible, and the setting and the production quality of it is just out of this world. It's a proper nostalgic 6 episodes. Ace Queen versus King 10, and it's the Ace Queen at risk of Natalie, and she's in a whole heap of trouble here, but gets an ace on the river and lives to fight another day through Jobless Wreck. Jobless Wreck's King 10 hit a king on the flop. Natalie gets there on the river. She gets JP'd, as we call it, ace on the river.
Lee, I loved that opening episode. The only question I had, I couldn't quite figure it out, was what the hell is Mick McCarthy doing in this movie? I couldn't. What's he doing in the movie?
Yes. He's very good.
He's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Say Steve Coogan's in it, and it's superb. So 6 episodes. We've already binged the whole lot. Because whenever Jen finds something whenever she gets something which she likes, it's like, bang, got to watch it.
The guy in the exam, Lee, he looks down at the thing and he goes, "Hold on, these are highly confidential. We shouldn't have these, should he?" And the guy looks at him and he looks back at him and he went, "I need to go now, don't I?" I think so.
And the great thing is, it is based on a real, on actual things that happened, a real story that happened. So thoroughly recommend it. It's called Legends. It's dropped. All 6 episodes have dropped on Netflix. I think it was Thursday they dropped. So
Mr. 40 is out there, Lee. He says, "Legends, we finished it today. Really good. Agree with Lee Wiltshire."
Yeah. It's super good. And the soundtrack and itself is it just drops some tunes at the perfect time to fit with the story around the early 90s and club culture around then and that kind of thing. It's super good. So Natalie lives to fight another day, back up to 24 bigs now, and McLennox is the super short stack here now with 7. and everybody else is sat between 40 and 75. McLennox now in the big blind. I'm going to guess somebody's going to raise this up, Des. I'm just predicting.
It's all
I
action here.
I can't believe McLennox is getting a walk here, and it's Marmalade that does the raise, and it's not one of them small ones. It's a 4 big blind raise. Pretty much saying to McLennox, are you going to make your stand here? Yes or no? Over to you, because I'll be calling if you decide to go all in. Does McLennox want to fight another day with it 6 bigs and decides to?
Nice. Leigh, one other Netflix tip. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's been out a week or two. Watched Apex.
Ah, yes. So it's on the
John.
list. Yeah,
Amazing.
On the list to watch.
Yes, very, very good. Quite enjoyable.
It was on Gogglebox this week.
Yeah.
So it's effectively got a little bit of a clip in it, and yes, Elton John looks quite scary in it. Yes, yeah. So yeah, well, that's well worth checking out as well.
Tell you what, running through that jungle he was, Leigh, like a proper little rocket man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, hey,
I'm here all night.
Absolutely.
Did you?
Did Marmalade just call that down with 6? I mean, there wasn't a big amount in the pot, but that seems. Yeah, made up the big blind and then checked it all the way, pretty much all the way down. Jobless Wreck is now the chip leader here with 80 bigs, and McLennox is not quite all in. 5 big blinds in, leaves a third of a big blind behind. And Jobless Wreck has re-raised, so we know what's coming. It's 9s versus 8s. The 9s are at risk. 9 on the flop. That will do it for McLennox. Back in the game.
Gets in. Nice.
Gets a double up. And is back up to 12 bigs.
Leigh, a little treat coming up for APATers. Hopefully in the not too distant future. I sent you a wee message about this just before we went live. Simon Trumper is going to be, talking about his life story.
Dun, 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 dun.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what he's
doing.
doing.
I feel like I could be Eamon Andrews in this particular episode.
Right.
You could be the weird person that turns up
if you'd have
after
just
being outside of his life for 12 years.
If you'd have just pulled a red book, that would have been absolutely fantastic. And I could have walked in and gone, do you remember this guy from
that's right.
I don't know,
there you go.
12 years ago? Yeah, he's
Simon Trumper. That's your life. All that sounds like a threat.
Oh,
But anyway,
hang on. Ace-9 for Lennox for McLennox versus the King Queen of Jobless Wreck. Ace on the river, but the Ace on the river made Broadway for Jobless Wreck, so we lose McLennox in 6th place. We are down to 5. Just to confirm now, short stack now is Bromley 23, is Natalie with 20 bigs. Run Poker Run has got 32. The Big Fish has got 32. Marmalade's got 43. Jobless Wreck is our chip leader with 72.
All right.
Wow. And we are getting close. We are getting close to the medals.
So Leigh, look, I've got to get back to Simon because I got to get back to Simon. Obviously, has had an amazing career in poker. Was in that what was it, Kings, the Poker Kings documentary, like way back in the late 80s, which just cast this amazing. And interrupt me at any point, right? Because obviously we're watching poker, but it showed a couple of British players, a couple of Irish players go to the World Series, the adventures, all of that stuff. So Simon's had a pretty full career, both from playing, but also he was one of the founders of DTD. Really interesting stuff. He's going to come on to the APAT show. He's going to join us some night in the next couple of weeks, and hopefully tell us of his adventures in poker. And that is one not to be missed.
Yeah, it will be super, super good. And really, it'll be a bit of a teaser. Because as I say, he's planning on putting a little bit more content out in the coming weeks and months. So we're going to be very supportive of that because it's going to be a fantastic story to tell. It's always great when it's the person that lived the life that tells the story.
Yeah.
So it should be super, super, super good. The blinds have all got in with the one big here, and the Big Fish has raised it up to 4 bigs, and it's just Jobless Wreck has got involved here after the flop of King 8-5. Another 8 on the turn. Big Fish fires another 6 bigs. And what's our chip leader going to do here? Gets out of the way. And the big fish moves comfortably now into a second place with 50 bigs. Raise from Natalie in the old hijack. And gets a call out of the big blind from Run Poker Run. They both check down the flop. 7-6 jack. So we got a king on the turn. Couple of hearts out there. It's gone check again. Nobody wants to have a shot at this one. 6 on the river. And little cheeky 2 big blind bet from Run Poker Run is enough to get that one through. So even though Natalie's the kind of the shorter stack here, she's still raising up again under the gun this time.
Busy.
Raises again. Maybe a fold button's got stuck or something on the computer. I might message her and see if she's all right. Just you need someone to pop round and kind of fix it.
I think she knows what she's doing, Lee.
Yeah, she certainly does. Fires that continuation bet.
I'm not sure how much of that she's going to have, though, I have to say.
And Big Fish is all in.
I'm not sure how much Big Fish will have of that either, to be honest.
Well, he's out the big blind. So it was only a 2.2 raise from Natalie pre. So could easily have just decided to defend a big blind with any old two. Yeah. I don't think you can. I don't think you can.
With ace high?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But it's good play from the Big Fish.
Yeah.
For sure. And we'll assume from Natalie it was a very good fold.
Steve Lee says Rivals 2 is out this Friday on the 15th of May. Rivals 2. I don't remember Rivals. Do I remember?
Okay,
Rivals?
So Rivals is the Jilly Cooper TV adaptation that's on Disney, I believe. And I think the second season of that is about to drop next week. So it possibly hasn't crossed your
no, I don't think I've seen
your
Rivals.
Radar in any way whatsoever. But yes, I think Riders was a big Jilly Cooper, who's sadly no longer with us anymore, is she?
Was Jilly Cooper not kind of a romantic novelist?
Yeah. It's kind of it's so yeah, it was. I think it's kind of. I want to say Danny Dyer's in it, but I might be completely wrong with that.
Lovely, mate.
Steve will know because obviously he's clearly a fan. I've got a funny feeling Danny Dyer is in it, but yes, I'm pretty sure it's on Disney anyway. So
talking of a nice romantic text, the Oracle is out there and says, "Good evening, evening to you, Simon."
Evening, Simon. Hopefully, got over the thumping that his side took in Europe on Thursday. Just wasn't to be for Forest. They just didn't turn up in that second leg.
Villa
gutted for them.
Bit of credit for
Villa.
Villa.
Oh, Villa. Yeah, no,
Villa
did play for him.
A couple of great goals.
Considering they were awful the game before and they only drew away to Burnley today. If I suppose Villa's view will be if we're going to turn up for one game in those three, they picked the right one to turn up for.
Yeah,
that's for sure. And first time England have had a team in each of the finals, which is pretty impressive. And I would say a decent chance of winning all three. I think Arsenal against PSG will be the hardest for them of the ones to win, but Arsenal seem to be finding they seem to be finding a way to do it.
How they took all of those points today from the bowl.
I mean, Fernandes should have. He's through, and Ray's save was incredible. And I think it's a foul on the goalkeeper at the end. I don't know how much of it you saw, but I think it was a foul. But there was so much. I mean, Rice was literally hugging one of their players into the box.
They allow so much to go on in the penalty area.
Yeah, how you can just go? Well, we're gonna pick that. We're just gonna pick that one out.
The hand is over, definitely. The arm, no question.
Yeah, but he's not. He's not
holding him down.
It's not with force.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not with force. It's just there. Yeah. So I think
didn't like it at all.
No, I think it was very soft to give that on the basis that how could you even say what was the first incident that you're going to give them? Because Rice literally had both his hands around the West Ham player coming through. So which one happened first and what happened? It felt a very strange one. But I don't think it was massively different from the one that got given against us first game of the season. Because they scored where we had Bayern Deer goal at the time then before Lemons came in, and they got away with that one where they all piled in on the keeper. He got an arm across him. Ace King versus Jacks. It's the Jacks at risk, and there's hearts out there as well. And Natalie avoids the Ace King or the hearts and gets a double up through the Big Fish 1999. Yeah, so the question is, so if you took those two in isolation, Arsenal got the best of both of those. Yeah, but across a season, I don't begrudge if it's Arsenal
just the scale of it.
I think
it's a big decision, and the question I would ask is, A, that sort of stuff goes on in the penalty area and is not punished, and B, was it a clear and obvious mistake by the referee?
And the reality is the referee's there seeing it, and he's not given any of it. That's kind of the point, and his eyes on the penalty area. Yeah, so if he's not seen anything there to give, and then they've gone, and I think Jared Bowen summed it up quite nice. He said at the end of the day, if you're going to take 2 or 3 minutes to go through you'll find something.
Of course you will.
You know, more often than not, in that type of goal, in the penalty area, if you're going to spend 2 or 3 minutes looking at it all, you'll find something in there where you could go, yeah, we're not going to give it for that. And that isn't what it's there to do, is it? So,
when you look, it was evident from the very first second, the very first frame, what occurred. So why did it then take 2 to 3 minutes? And why did they have to send the referee? Why? What else were they looking for? I mean, if it was a foul, it was a foul.
Yeah, and I think the reality of it is although, I mean, Palace last day, well, you'd normally say Palace, we've already talked about this, Palace last day of the season, because Palace are now in a European final.
I think it'll be a tough one for Arsenal, that.
Yeah.
And I think Palace will want to put it
whether Palace will go and whether Palace will go out, and put a full team out, who knows what they can do. But they kind of have to, because of the integrity of the league. It's an interesting one. Obviously, cup final coming up this weekend. I quite like the cup final being effectively 2 games before the end of the league season. I know some people have moaned about it and said, "Oh no, the cup final should be after the season." But I think these days, the cup final, the winner of the cup final, can have such an impact on the finishing positions in Europe, the European positions for the league. I think having it this way round, where you know who's won the cup, and therefore you know what's going to happen, therefore what you're playing for the last 2 games of the league for league positions, I think it's a much better way of doing it than everyone's played their league games and then you're waiting on a cup final to know what you might be in for Europe, or yes or no, based on who wins a one-off game in a cup final. There's more chance of that being dodgy and something happening than there is. So I think actually for the integrity of it all, it's a better way round to do it.
Glasner's last game as well at Selhurst, Lee. He won with a whimper.
That's true. But to say, you say that, but those players, I don't know whether, I can't remember whether they're playing I think they play the conference league the following Wednesday. I think so. I think the Europa League final is the Wednesday after the league finishes. Then the Champions League is on that weekend, and then the Conference League is the Wednesday after. So they've got about 10 days.
Plays his full team.
But are you going to go into anything where you might pick up an injury or do anything like that? I mean, you look at Ben White today. I mean, Ben White, the tackle today. I mean, it didn't look great. I'm going to guess that might be him out of Champions League final potentially.
But Lee, if that was the case, nobody would play before a Champions League final or FA Cup final or whatever. I
suppose that a load of players have got the World Cup coming after that, and you can pick up an injury at any old time, can't you? So maybe you just don't worry about it too much and let the fates of football play out. Fates of poker are playing out here. 15 bigs in the middle, and to raise from Run Poker Run, and it's been repopped up to 10 bigs by the Big Fish. Big Fish not messing about, very aggro at this final table, not in a bad way, and just playing the situations quite nicely and putting ultimate pressure on their opponents. Decision back on Run Poker Run, playing 25 bigs behind and decides to let that one go. Quick update on the stacks. Natalie Bromley 23's got 15 bigs. Run Poker Run's got 25. Marmalade, who was our chip leader for a good chunk of time, has got 37 now. Jobless Wreck was the other chip leader for a while with 40. And it's the Big Fish 1999, sat with 80 bigs, 5-handed, Des. Oh, very nice.
Good shape. Mind you, stranger things have happened, Lee.
Well, that's true. They've all locked up £268, less 5 pence, but
That's all right.
well, it's not bad going. Lots
all
of
right.
lots of 45s and 95s in this prize payout. In pence terms,
Price pointing, classic price pointing.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Lee, we should mention Craig and John. Fantasy World Series of Poker, of course, is coming. Get involved in that on the Facebook.
I was going to say,
page.
Craig? Who's Craig? You mean
Did I
Carl?
say Craig?
Yeah,
Did I say Craig? Well, do you know, I might have said Craig because as I said it, I've seen in my head a picture of John's leg, which he's had some sort of garden incident that is not.
Oh,
it's
dear.
not like he's not done himself with a hoe or anything.
Oh, King 10 versus Ace Jack. It's the King 10 at risk. Natalie's going to need some help on the river again, and it's not to be.
Oof.
And she's going to lose out to our current chip leader, who's absolutely running riot here now, four-handed. So Natalie departs in 5th place. So close. Wow. Natalie, great run from you, picking up £268 for her trouble this weekend. The Big Fish 1999, though, is now comfortably got more than half the chips in play four-handed, and we're on the medal bubble.
You just raise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe. Carl, and John, of course. Get involved.
Get your entries in. Basically, pick 10 players. Fantasy WSOP. I think they've upped it that you can have up to three teams this year if you want. I think it's £10 to enter. Just send them the money. They put it into a high interest yield account for the entire life of the World Series, and then we'll pay you back out in crypto to an offshore account.
And to be honest, they mostly pay me in socks and
I was going to say and send
small
you socks.
edible items.
No. Well worth getting involved in. The links are in the group. But if you can't find them anywhere, drop us a message and we'll get that sorted for you. I think they did open the group up because I think it used to be a private group. Queen 10 versus 4-3. And the Queen 10's good, as I would hope it would be in that situation. I think they've opened the group up now because it used to be a private group. So I think they've now made it public so anybody can easily find it on Facebook. So if you just look for, I think it might be called APAT WSOP Fantasy competition or something like that, you'll find it and get involved. If you can, it should be good fun again this year because it's all kicking off in about 3 weeks time, isn't it?
Can't wait, super excited, and hope John, if you're listening, John, recover well, my friend, and soon.
Right, we are down to 4.
Tomo's out there, Lee says, unlucky Natalie. Indeed, she was very active, I thought, on that final table. It was good to watch. Yeah,
she's heading over to Madrid this week.
Brilliant.
In an ambassadorial role. So hopefully she'll have a good run out there as well with the party guys.
I can't stand them, Lee. Can't stand
them. Really? What, Madrid or
no.
The party guys?
No. Ferrero Rocher.
Oh, Ferrero Rocher. Okay, right. I'm with you now. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Or Ferrer enough.
The jokes are getting worse, Lee. I mean, we've been at this for too long.
Yeah.
They're just getting worse.
Yeah, absolutely. Jobless Wreck fires a little bet on the turn there, gets that one through. So Marmalade is our new shorty at this final table with 20 bigs, though. 20 bigs isn't really a short stack, four-handed. Chip leaders, the Big Fish with 68, and then both Jobless Wreck and Run Poker Run are sat with about 30, 38, 40 each. So I've got a feeling with Arsenal's result today, potentially the season. I mean, there could be some jeopardy going into the last day, but it feels like the jeopardy's kind of maybe been and gone after City's draw last week.
If City beat Burnley, Lee. The way I see it is this: you go into that last game. If Arsenal don't win it, right? So at some point they were going to have to drop points somewhere. But if they don't win it, I mean, it may and probably will be enough if Crystal Palace get a draw against them, for City to kind of sneak in right at the death. Goal difference is very close, but if we assume City win their last couple of games,
Well, it means Arsenal have got to win their last game,
yeah,
and so yeah. The reality of it is it could be down to, and hey, United have had seasons where we could only scrape a draw against West Ham and to lose the title to Blackburn, who were at your place. And we couldn't get a win across the line. You've got the City against QPR Aguero moment, which is so it's got the potential where you could have what I hope it doesn't end up with is what we've just seen this afternoon, where VAR is deciding the title on the last day of the season, because that would just suck for just about everybody watching.
Yeah.
So hopefully that isn't the case, and it's won because of something like an Aguero moment, and just something which you remember and can celebrate at the moment for all the fans that got to celebrate it, and even as a fan of a team that lost that title, it's still a moment, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's still just one of those. It's just one of those, just incredible moments that you go. You were able to see, and that's what you want. That's what football's there to do. It's to give you these incredible moments. Even it's like you mentioned John McGinn during the week. His two finishes were just it's just electric to watch, wasn't it? It was just superb. And what you don't want is, and you say the West Ham equaliser this afternoon, when it went in, even I was just like, oh yeah, amazing. Good for West Ham. Keeps the relegation exciting, keeps the title exciting, and then you're waiting for 5 minutes to find out that it's not going to be. And as a neutral, because I don't really that's what it is. Aces versus Jack 10, and the Aces are good because of the Hearts play. So Marmalade gets the short stack, gets a double up through our chip leader, and that's really leveled the playing field now.
He's had a couple of smashes there.
Yeah, short stack is now run poker run with 32 bigs, and chip leaders Big Fish with 55, and everybody else, Marmalade and Jobless Wreck are sat in between those. So yeah, this is very much anybody's game now. Big Fish has gone from 100 bigs down to kind of 50, so over half the chips in play, to now having about a third of the chips in play. So yes, taken a few nasty dents, doubled up Run Poker Run, and has then doubled up Marmalade. Actually, it wasn't a complete double up of Run Poker Run, wasn't, just won that pot. So yeah, on we go. It's really quiet for the Sunday major, because I did say at 10:15. I'll tell you roughly it's 49 in it.
I wonder, Lee, kind of wondering why that is.
Yeah, a little bit quieter now. Should just give a quick shout out on the other events. We ended up with 45 runners in the Bounty Hunter, so a little bit of an overlay in that. So good luck if you're playing in that. Vertigo Josh is second in chips at the moment, but massive chip leader in that is Take Cretin.
Huh.
He's a chip leader. You've still got 13 minutes if you want to get involved in the satellite. APAT Players' Choice Satellite tonight. Started at 9 o'clock. It's currently 4 players sat down. Chip leader is still Pete Wigglesworth. That tells you how soft the table is. If you want to get involved in that, go for it. Marmalade 25 is also playing in that as well. Currently second in chips. There's been 10 entries in that at the moment. So that's still overlaying about 50 quid. So still some value in that if you want to get involved and give that a whirl tonight. I can see Wayne Parker that bust this in 7th decided to reinvest some of his winnings in the satellite, but it didn't go according to plan for Wayne. Who else have we got in there? Only one winner 37 and 2 Sasky is also in there as well. So there's 4 of them sat down at the moment. You've got late reg for another 12 minutes in that one if you fancy giving it a go. Cheap way of getting a 140 ticket for any APAT event you like in 2026. Leeds is up next weekend if you fancy doing it for that. But say currently got a bit of an overlay, so you could turn a tenner into a 140 seat. I love these points in these tournaments, Des. So just to give you the breakdown, there's 4 of them left. Short stack has got 4,000. Then it's 11,000, then 12,000, then 22,000. So you can sit down with 5K. So if you can sit down and double up, you pretty much go to second in chips. and you're only one double up away from being chip leader.
Superb. Love it.
Yeah. So it's the perfect time in a satellite. I love jumping in these times in satellite and just seeing if you can run a little bit lucky with a couple of hands early on, and then you're in a comfortable position, and you've not had to sit and play.
Bit of bingo poker, tilt everyone, go on and win.
Yeah, but if you can get in, this is the perfect time to enter that satellite and give it a whirl. And it's still got value in at the moment because it's 50 quid shy of the so it's like a third shy of the prize pool. So a cheap way of getting in for a 140 seat. And as I say, Leeds next weekend if you want to use it for that, or Coventry end of the month, I think I want to say. Yeah, I think it is. And also then there's Glasgow in June, and I think there's one more before we hit the Worlds.
Glasgow.
No, it's Glasgow. Then it's the Worlds, and then it's Edinburgh. No, because we had to switch them around.
Birmingham and Edinburgh after that.
So it's Birmingham after. So plenty of opportunities to use it for. If you fancy doing that.
Busy season, Lee.
Yeah, I was chatting to Ben, the cardroom manager down at Portsmouth, who many people will remember from he's played a number of our team events in the Worlds last year. Looking forward to hosting us down in Portsmouth. Was trying to see what other events he get to. He's just came back from Malta, so he did the Malta trip. Said just about recovered from that. Had a good time out there. So great to see staff in the industry getting to play and,
definitely
and enjoy the game as well. Always nicer when you've got people that say work in the industry but also say play the game and
understand it
and can enjoy it and understand it a little more. Makes for a better experience. And say looking forward to heading into Portsmouth later on in the year.
Going back to John Murray, Lee, Ian Thompson, Tomo says Murray had to try anything to get out of travelling to Ash. Cellulitis, is that right? Cellulitis was his idea. Missed you, John.
Yeah,
then he does a love thing, Lee, that I'm not very good at. I don't. No, it's not good. I don't do that. A lot.
No, absolutely. Bit of sad news this week. You may have seen in Facebook. Sadly lost Sharon Roberts, who was partner of Darren Shallis. They got together about 15 years ago, and lived in South Wales, in Newport, from kind of my original neck of the woods. Obviously, Darren used to play APAT in the early years, and I did notice on his social media he's down as retired poker player. But sadly, lost Sharon this week to a short battle with an illness, and very, very sad news. Shaz picked up a couple of APAT bronze medals in her time with us, and was an absolute delight to have at the table. I remember having a number of chats with her in Cardiff when we used to travel to the Cardiff event. Absolutely lovely lady, and our heartfelt wishes to Darren and all of Sharon's family from everyone at APAT. Just very, very, very sad news, and and hope. Funnily enough, Darren said he maybe it was time for a return. I saw him post that on his Facebook not that long ago. Maybe when he's kind of got over this loss a little bit, he might fancy turning up to an APAT event. It'd be lovely to see him at another event at some point.
Not a bad time to surround yourself with people who care for you. There's a lot of love for Darren in the community, and of course there was a huge amount for Shaz, Sharon. I've known Sharon for so many years. She was a Sky Poker player. She was probably a more accomplished player than Darren. Darren has an incredible record with APAT, but Sharon was a very, very strong player. Lovely woman, very intelligent. Big loss.
Yeah. Just a nice person to be sat at the poker table with. Whether you're winning chips or not doesn't matter. It makes all the difference.
It's sad.
Yeah. Oh, no one's taking my advice that there's value in the satellite. There's now only 3 of them left, so
they're leaving. In fact,
and they've got you got 7 minutes if you want to fire a shot at that. Again, it's sort of 10K, 20K, 20K. Yeah, I'd just be nipping in here and just looking for a cheeky little double up and put myself in the game. Absolutely. Still full-handed then in this main event. We're on the medal bubble. I'm never completely sure, Des, whether the medal bubble, how much influence that has. We always think, oh, well, maybe it doesn't after all these years or whatever, but then you find people can't wait to get their medal, and when they send the online ones out in the post, they're super excited and will message me back when they've received them, and super chuffed about it. So yeah, it's hard to say. And of course, because we're still kind of getting used to new screen names and stuff, don't actually know who any of these four are at the moment. So no idea whether they are new to APAT, long-term APATers. They're all keeping very quiet under the radar, and no one's admitting to whether they are Marmalade 25, Jobless Wreck, Run Poker Run, or the Big Fish 1999. So we may have to go hunting for real names at the end of this to find out who they are.
We will find them, Lee. Tomo says in the chat, Shaz was just so welcoming and kind and will be missed. Indeed, she will.
Yeah, absolutely. Players are on a break because it's 5 to the hour, 5 to 10. So players are on a 5-minute break. And then we will... I don't think, looking at the stacks, I think it could be that we just say we'll get past this medal bubble. But obviously, the pay jumps are quite nice. So they've locked up £393 now, and it's 935 up top. So there's still a good £500 pay jump to pay from 4th to 1st here for a £40 buy-in. Say £5,000 guaranteed. And if you've enjoyed this weekend, we will be doing it all again at the beginning of June. So if you fancy getting involved in this, I think we'll stick with PLO 8 on the Friday and PLO on the Saturday. That seems to have been quite popular. So we will stick with those. And hey, who knows what the payouts will be? I mean, I don't want to give anything away because I know everyone loves the excitement of finding out on the Sunday whether what's going on.
Which button was pressed where?
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping next month that it will be the 12% that it's supposed to be. I've got confidence that we'll eventually hit the correct number that we've advertised and have requested for the last 2 months, so we'll get it right this time round. But yeah, we will find out. But yeah, if you fancy getting involved in that, go on to apat.com/online for all of the online dates. So we've got beginning of June, then we've got a little break in July, and then we come back in August with the WCOAP online. So a slightly extended schedule for that one, which will have a bracelet event for the main event, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be medal events throughout for that week. So every night will be, or certainly every night we'll have a medal event. So the idea there'll be a championship event on from the Wednesday right through to the Sunday for that one. But I think we'll keep the price points same as they are. So nicely affordable for everybody. But I've got a feeling Sky might look at the guarantee on that main event and make it a generous one for the World Championship of Amateur Poker Online series. So we'll get all that confirmed in the next month or two.
That would be goodly. I have some updates from the chat box for you. Matthew James Pitt, and we have two Matt Pitts, right?
We do have Matt. We have two Matt. One Matt Pitt writes incredibly good articles on Poker News, and if you haven't checked out the one that he did this week for us, well worth checking out. The other Matt Pitt is incredibly good at winning poker raffles trips, because he won the Cyprus trip last year, I think it was.
Absolutely beautiful trip to win. So Matt says tough final table. He's right, it has been. Nosy P, Wayne is out there, going to be playing Leeds on Friday. I think you said, awesome. Wayne went out 7th on this final table. The Oracle says have a PKO PLO8. There's a lot of peeing going on there, Lee. You reach a certain age, but that sounds interesting. Pete Daniels is out there, Lee, and he says, enjoying the stream. I am Big Fish. Let's
That's
see
it. I knew.
how the final four goes.
So Pete's one of the Bath boys. He messaged about the fact that it was all the day 2 was all in the money. He could be one of the ones that isn't happy about that because it's likely to have slightly affected the top prizes. But good luck to you, Pete. Chip leader at the moment.
Yeah.
So there we go. We now know who our chip leader is, which is good.
Mr. Laura comes back with Stud 8 and Raz for Online Worlds, hopefully. Pitt the Raffler comes back with...
Yeah.
I like it, right? Pitt the Raffler comes back with...
It's like Pitt the younger, Pitt the elder.
Pitt the Raffler. It was a beautiful trip. Thank you, Matt. Glad you enjoyed that. And Tony Ross, Lee says, no chance. Only other games is 5-card draw.
Well, you say that, but I know that the on the filters there's a few more, and I'm investigating.
Let him investigate, folks. No pressure now. Soon. We'll be back on this one soon. Wayne Parker comes in with a late thought, Lee. He goes, Raz, yes. He sounds like a drunk stockbroker.
Yeah, granted, the filters. It depends whether you're checking on the desktop version or the app version. So it could be absolute no chance of anything. But at the very least, we can certainly mix up some of the games with some of the PKOs and we can do some mystery bounties, and there's variations we can certainly do, and we will obviously look to mix it up as much as we can to give say as many different championship events as we can get online.
Very good. And Pitt the Raffler says, I need a gold medal now.
Yeah, doesn't everybody? Yeah,
everybody needs a gold medal. Hey, do you know what I have, Lee?
I thought you were going to say a bucket hat. Yeah,
I definitely have a bucket hat. But look at that, baby. That's your APAT. I can never do this, Lee. There we go.
Yeah, it's back to front, isn't it? Yeah.
Detail, as they say. It is your APAT.
Players are back from their comfort break and straight into a hand. And raise from Marmalade to 2 bigs. Jobless Wreck makes it 5.5.
I raise.
Other 2 get out the way. And Marmalade makes the call and straight away fires out 2 bigs on a 10-9-8 board. Jobless Wreck, 22 bigs behind, makes the call. There's now 16 bigs in the middle. Marmalade fires another 2. Jobless Wreck continues. So there's now 20 bigs in the middle. Another little bet from Marmalade. And Jobless Wreck is all in.
Oof.
Says, okay, enough of this this little 2-bet continuation bet down the streets, and Marmalade folds. And Marmalade now down to 20 bigs, Jobless Wreck on 30, Rum Poker Run on 35, and the big fish, Pete Daniels, is just slightly chip leader on 37 bigs. It's pretty tight now, isn't it, really?
Yes. We're looking for hands now at this point, Lee.
Yeah, very much the case. But still, plenty of aggression. No one seems to be stopping. Marmalade just picks up a little pot there and under the gun. And it's Pete. Big Fish makes it, just clicks it. And that's enough to take that one down. So next chance to for live medals is next weekend. It is going to be Leeds. We'll see what Leeds can do numbers wise. Had super success in Newcastle, and Walsall was big numbers as well. Let's see what Leeds can do across 3 days. I've got a feeling it'll be good because it's a good casino up there, and it's a nice catchment area for picking up a right mix of players, isn't it? So I think it'll be super successful.
got
And
a
if you want
feeling-
value, I've told you, I said it earlier on, Pete Wigglesworth is going to be there buying in. So to be honest, if you want added value, that's well worth doing. He's going to be sporting one of our new hoodies. Des, he's officially going to be the pin-up boy of APAT for 2026.
Just
Taking it to Vegas. He's taking it to Vegas. He's taking it to Vegas with him, so he better have a decent run out there. Although I don't think you are legally now allowed to wear anything like that at the World Series. They've put small print in. It's all got quite complicated. So
you're saying tiny logos only? You're saying our Vegas 27 logo would probably not.
Well, the ones on the back,
through.
we might not get away with the ones on the back. Yeah, absolutely. Luckily, they're not on in camera shot, are they? Normally, to be honest, I don't know what's going on with the World Series. There's lots of different changes and bits and pieces going on. It's going to be fascinating to know. I haven't gone for the last couple of years, and there's a whole verification thing now on the app. But then this year, that's supposed to be you can verify without queuing because you can do it via the app. So I presume now you scan your photo ID and then take a selfie of yourself, and the AI basically agrees that it's you, and therefore it doesn't need to be going to see a person to basically do that process. Because that's what, do you remember a couple of years ago they were all queuing to verify their WSOP apps, and then they were all queuing to buy in and whatever. Well, it's supposedly got better. So apparently this year now you're supposed to be able to do your ID verification via the app, which I say must mean you snap your photo ID to prove your details, and then you take a selfie of yourself, and it compares and goes, yes, you're accepted. Similar to how they now do Companies House for directors and all that kind of thing, and a lot of your passport stuff is all now organised for that. But I looked at it today and I couldn't get it. Mine was saying you need to go and see somebody in person when you get to Vegas. So
oh, gold.
But it just seems such a hassle of all you've got to do just to try and enter a poker tournament.
Well, try and spend your money, Leigh.
Yeah, makes you not want to bother. Wow. It's just it's the World Series. Whereas any of the other tournaments there, I think pretty much you can just rock up and buy in and just play.
Flick.
Whereas the World Series seem to make it as complicated as they possibly can to get you into their tournaments. It's very strange.
It's an old system, Leigh. It's like the Knights Templar. It's just,
Well, to be fair, since GG had bought it, it is miles better than it used to be. I think I told you this. I think I told you the story of even only 3 years ago, where I think I picked up a couple of bounties in a tournament and went to cash that out, and they were literally passing a list of paper, like a chunk of paper like that, printout of everyone that had bought into the tournament, and were passing it between the 4 cashiers and going to find you manually on the sheet, writing what you've done and getting you to sign off for it. It was mind-boggling. At least now everything's on the app, and they've improved the payment methods as well. So that's got a lot better. So and it looks like they've got a potential crypto buy-in option this year as well through one of the apps. So
that's remarkable.
Ultimately, that's the way it's all heading. I don't think it's going to be that long before you're going to find that most poker venues will be cashless. I think PokerStars in the UK have done cashless at the last couple of their events. So basically they don't want to deal with cash at the venue, because if you think of it, that takes away a massive security risk.
Yeah.
If you think that everything's electronic, don't worry about it. So it's a huge cost that venues have to deal with, especially venues that are pop-up venues. So they're in a hotel or whatever for a festival. So I think I don't think it'll be that long before pretty much, I think you'll find poker is fully cashless. I don't think you'll be able to turn up at a venue with a wad of notes and expect to be able to buy into a tournament.
Even more important,
I just don't think it'll be a thing.
Yeah, walk away with a stack of cash.
Well, I also think everything will be, therefore everything's then monitored, isn't it? So basically, from a tax point of view, there's no issue. Where's that money come from? And it reduces the risk of money laundering and of people using poker tournaments to clean money or anything like that. So I think ultimately it'll be the way it'll go. And of course, there are certain businesses that are in a good spot where they can charge a little percentage for their trouble, which ultimately will be a benefit to those organizations as well. But also, if you think how daft it is, for years and years and years, the amount of people that if you've gone over to Vegas, obviously with cash to play in Vegas for the summer, the amount of people that just have got the whatever thousands of dollars in their bag and off they go. It's just it's absolutely, when you think about it, it's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Way to go about doing things.
Yeah, nuts.
I think I said, I think I've told the story on here the first time Paul and I went out and I cashed at the Golden Nugget for about, I think it was 13. King Queen versus Ace 6. King Queen is at risk and Jobless Wreck hits. Needs to avoid an ace on the river and does, and is going to get a double up through Run Poker Run, who was our chip leader there for a little while. It's all changed round, and Jobless Wreck is back to the chip leader again. With Run Poker Run in second and Big Fish there with 26 bigs and Marmalade with 21. Pretty tight. Yeah, but I say cash for sort of, I think it was 13. I think they taxed me at the time because I didn't have a tax number at that point. So I think I got about 10 of it. And then I went off to see a comedy show with Paul that night somewhere off the strip. So I got a taxi there, and then leaving that hotel, you couldn't get a taxi for love nor money. It was before Ubers were really a thing. And so, we'll just walk back through and cut through. And then you realize that the dodgiest part of Vegas that we're walking about with. And it's only when I got back to our hotel, I went, oh yeah, I've got 10 grand in my pocket, in my bag that I've just walked back through. It's like it's like monopoly money, and you're just in Disney or something. It's Vegas.
There was a story, was there not, last year? I want to say last year, of some pro who had like $80,000 or $90,000 in his bag, got up to go to the loo. So he's not even playing the tournament at this stage. I think he's playing a bit of cash.
I've heard about this.
Something random, something after the event. So he's got a ton of cash in his... it's quite normal to him. He leaves his bag at the table, as you do with like $80,000 or $90,000 in there.
Of course
Goes in as a wee, comes back, and notices a little while later, oh, my 90,000 is gone. How did that happen?
Yeah.
I mean,
who was the guy, the chat'll know, who was the guy that left the chunk of money in a taxi?
That was Mr. Cruz, was it not?
It was a famous name, wasn't it? Yeah.
Was
He
that
left
not
a chunk of money.
The guy who played our event left something?
Yeah, it might be. The chat will know the story.
Simon's
good at that. Simon's good at. Yeah. I think it was him. I think it was Mr. Cruz, the German footballer. Max, isn't it? Max Cruz. Yeah, who played for Germany in the when we played the Worlds online during lockdown.
APAT's own Max Cruz, we call him.
Yeah. German international footballer. Yeah, seriously, we've had all sorts play APAT over the years. It's quite in some of the most random, crazy scenarios. But I think it was him, wasn't it? Yeah.
I think so. I'm not sure how much he left, but I think it was quite a stack.
Yeah, so somebody in the chat will remember how much it was. Interesting hand building here. Run Poker Run just makes it 2 bigs, and the Big Fish raises it up to 5 bigs, gets a caller from Run Poker Run, 9-5-4 with a couple of spades on board. Check from Run. Fish bets 4. Gets Run makes the call. 7 on the turn. Run checks. I'm going to say Fish bets before he does. Don't let me down now, Pete.
He's got to wait.
Yeah, he's all in.
Boom.
He's all in.
Straight
he says, I won't let you down. I'm putting them all in.
Fish flourishes.
Playing for all the biscuits. In they go. Decision back on Run Poker Run. It's for his stack or her stack. She's playing. They're playing 20 bigs and Big Fish just got covered, and it's enough to get through. Up to 40 bigs now for Pete Daniels. Big Fish.
Oh, I'm getting old, Lee. I'm tired. What's that about?
Happens to the best of us.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Happens to the best of us. Trouble is I don't know about you, but I lose track. I haven't done weekends for so long.
What do you mean?
weeks just are all what it's just. I don't do weekends because so my work kind of schedule and what I do means I work 7 days a week. So whenever it goes, it's got to the weekend. I've got to the.
Understand
it's
that.
it's the weekend. I'm like, well, what do you mean a weekend? Because my Wednesday is like my Saturday. It's just maybe there's some more football matches on, or there's something else going on. So so it's quite weird. You don't kind of get off that trail. No. It's great because it gives me super flexibility 7 days a week. So nothing's ever, really much of a bother. Marmalade's back to his 2 big bet, little cheeky stabs at this, and Jobless Rex says I'm all in again, and on that board it's enough to take it down, and our chip leader adds, and Marmalade is down to 10 bigs now. Rum Poker Run's got 18. Big Fish Pete Daniels has 39, and Jobless Rex has got 55. So my kind of week, but when you're doing that kind of 7 days a week, it just feels like everything's a kind of an ongoing thing. Obviously we have streaming commitments on a Sunday and a little streaming commitment on a Monday night. Oh, should shout out about that. We got draws tomorrow night on poker raffles. D2D Spring Cup and APAT Player's Choice. There is not many tickets left for either of them.
Oh wow! Sweet.
Yeah. Let me see if I can quickly find out how many there are. But when I looked earlier on, just check. Marmalade is all in and has got that through. Let me quickly go and see.
Spring
it's
Cup,
like I want to say 40 or 50 or 40 or 50 or something like that.
Spring Cup, 113 of 168 are gone.
So 55 left in the Spring Cup and 42 left in 42 left in APAT.
They'll sell out.
If you want in for those this week, buy now, because I will put a mailer out tomorrow lunchtime, as I always do on a Monday for draw day, to the poker raffles database, and those tickets will be gone within, I don't know, 30 minutes, an hour of me putting that mailer out. So you watch this now. We'll get to tomorrow night. I'll be going, so we didn't quite sell out. Don't know what happened.
One left.
Yeah. So
they will definitely sell out. There's no question.
Yeah. So if you fancy getting in, because that draw for tomorrow night, for the APAT one, you can use for Leeds. So next weekend, if you so wish to do so, with that. So, but of course, those tickets can be used for anything, and the DTD draw is nuts. So they've got a Spring Cup on in a couple of weeks' time, £120 buy-in with £200,000 guarantee on it. Did you see they've announced their UKPC Grand Final for next January? So they run a UKPC every January. 7s versus 6-5. 7s is at risk for Marmalade. 6 on the flop. More outs now for Rum Poker Run. Not there with the king, though. And Marmalade gets a double up. 2 short stacks going at it. Rum Poker Run now down to 6 bigs. So they've got a UKPC Grand Final tagging on to the main UKPC, which is going to be a £3,000 buy-in.
Wow.
And I saw Rob post up that it was going to have 3 million's worth of guarantees. Now, I don't know whether that's 3 million across the series or what, but he was talking about £3 million worth of guarantees next January at Dust Till Dawn for the UKPC.
That'll be a big old international event, Lee. That type of buy-in.
So that will be huge. So I say I don't. It's a 3,000 buy-in for the grand final, but then they'll have a UKPC normal event, which is normally 1,000, I think it is, or maybe 500. I think it's 1,000. I think the Masters are 500.
But you're saying that
it varies. They flick it. They change.
You're
it around.
saying that 3,000 event is not a high roller. That is effectively their main event.
It's their UKPC Grand Final.
Yeah. So the combination of
but they're giving away. So if you win events at Dust Till Dawn, at the moment they're adding £3,000 tickets into or including them in the prize pool. So they're qualifying lots of players throughout the year into that final just by winning tournaments at Dust Till Dawn. So I think there's a UKPC at Dust Till Dawn, I want to say next month maybe, or something like that. Right. And I think it's something like that. 10 tickets are included in the prize for that grand final as well. So lots of ways to do it. But that's phenomenal. So I saw Rob tweet about that. I still say tweet, even though I know it's not Twitter anymore, but it's still kind of the best way to describe when somebody posts on X, isn't it? Rum Poker Run is all in and has had 2 callers, the 2 big stacks either side of them. It's like the heavies, isn't it? It's like either side of Rum Poker Run. It's just is he going to get this through? King 7, Ace 7, King. It's a small bet for Big Fish, and King Deuce is going to be enough
right
to
at
take
the
it
end.
down. And we are going to lose Run Poker Run on the medal bubble. Does secure £393 though for their trouble tonight. Well played to Run Poker Run. We have our 3 medalists. Congratulations to Marmalade 25, Jobless Wreck, and the Big Fish 1999, who we know is Pete Daniels, who is just the chip leader. So Jobless Wreck's got 42 bigs. Pete's got Big Fish got 44, and the short stack is Marmalade with 11 bigs. Now let's see whether Marmalade can do anything with these. I mean, it's one double up and very much back in the game. It's all in on the button here. Is Jobless Wreck gets out the way. Let's see whether Pete is making the call with ace 5. Ace 5 versus Queen 9. Queen 9 at risk. Queen hits on the flop. Needs to avoid an ace on the river and does so. And as I said, would Marmalade get a double up and be back in the game? Well, that is exactly what's happened. First couple of hands in of this the medal 3. Marmalade back up to 22 bigs now, and the Big Fish down to 32. So it's 22-32, plays 42. Jobless Wreck is now our chip leader. Blinds now 10,000, 20,000. Average stack is 660,000. So they're still playing 33 bigs, 3-handed at the moment. Super structure on this day 2. So day 1's play down to play level 18 really, and then we roll back a couple of levels for day 2. So we start at 500, 1,000 on day 2 with a 15-minute clock. So average stack on a day 2 was 60 bigs started today. So super great structure. Started at 7 o'clock. As I say, we're down to 3 at 10:30 on a Sunday night. So this might go on till, you never know. The heads up could go on for a while once we get there. But this will be done by 11:30 at the latest in the next hour.
Typically, they've been pretty quick. Great
which
structure.
is perfect on a Sunday night for players. So your day 1s roughly will last for about 3.5 hours. And then your day 2 is about 4.5 hours on a Sunday. £40 buy-in once a month, APAT Championship weekend. So I think it's a perfect structure for say recreational poker players. Gives you 3 chances to get involved in it, and it's not too late on a Sunday night with a nice prize, £935 for the winner of this tonight.
Excellent.
And obviously the APAT gold medal, and I guess more importantly that chance at the Vegas 27 live final. For anyone that doesn't know, so we're running a promotion this year. If you win one of our main events, either live or online, you will get an invite into our Vegas 27 live final, which is being held at Manchester 235 Casino at the end of November. It's the Friday of our Poker Squads weekend in Manchester. We'll have 27 invites in total. And everyone then gets to turn up on Manchester on that Friday night and plays an MTT. And the winner of that MTT will win a $10,000 Vegas bankroll, which they can use for the WSOP main event. And we will also pay for flights and hotel, and also $1,000 spending money when you're in Vegas. So I think it's £1,000 towards flights. We'll cover the hotel for seven nights and give you $1,000 as well. So pretty much say trip, and you can have a shot at the WSOP main event in 2027. So 27 winners. 27th of November is the grand final live at Manchester 235 and playing for a 2027 package. So
that's
well
absolutely
worth
superb.
Trying out, and that is all. So nothing's taken out the prize pools for that. We don't take any percentages and build it up or a league or anything like that whatsoever. It is completely added value, courtesy of Sky Poker and APAT as part of our partnership for this year. So that package is completely added value to the players. We take nothing out of the prize pools for that whatsoever. Because again, I've had a number of people that say to me, "Well, how much are you taking out?" Well, I won't be able to play all of these. I'm like, well, it doesn't matter, because say it's all added value. So if you can only play one event, hey, if you can win that event, you'll get yourself to that live final. You can check out the list if you go to apat.com/Vegas 27. We add to the list as we get our winners. I think we're up to about 8 or 9 now. I think it is there, something like that. I think it is off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's remarkable how quickly it's filling. Lee.
Yeah, and whoever wins this, one of these three, is going to be added to that list. Tom Thorpe is already on that list.
Yeah. Pete Daniels would like to get on that list.
I was going to say, I would imagine Pete Daniels would like to be on that list to be up against Tom for the package. That would be an interesting one. Dean Pearson won the online last month and got his name on that list. So plus all of our live winners. So our Ireland winner and Bev that won our Malta event the other week is on that list, and I can't remember the guy's name, but I know his surname was Win. I do know that for sure because we've got 2 wins on the list. One was a gentleman that won in London earlier on this year, and then our winner from Ash last week, whose surname was Win as well.
A great,
but you can check it all out
in poker.
Yeah, check it all out on the website. So the Player's Choice Satellite has closed. 12 entries in the end, so got fairly close to the seat, but still a little bit of value. Chip leader in that is Marmalade 25, who's also playing this final table. So final 3 in the Satellite Marmalade, and also final 3 in the main event. Who else is in that? Semtex 64. So Pete Wigglesworth is still in there. In fact, they've just gone heads up because Tusaski has just bust in third. So it's Marmalade versus Semtex. Semtex, sorry. It's not even a 2-1 chip lead, actually. It's 36,000 plays 23,000. So good luck to you both, Marmalade and Pete Wigglesworth, playing for the Satellite. Good luck in that. Keeping an eye on the Bounty Hunter, that is down to 16 in that. No Mug is still in there, I can see. Nate Bolton's playing in that as well. Is that Big Fish in that? I think it might be. I think Pete might be playing in that as well. It's cut off the names, so I can't see them. I know it's Big Issue, so that's somebody different. And did I see Josh is still in that as well? I think Vertigo. Yeah, he is as well. So yeah, good luck to all of you that are still playing that. I don't think the majors 58 does in the Sunday major.
We missed it, Lee, but not a bad effort.
58. It's still late reg in that if you want to get involved in that. £8,000 guaranteed, £100 buy-in on the Sunday night. It never hits the guarantee. Exclusive on Sky Poker. Get involved. It's under the UK and Ireland tournaments on Sky. Seriously, if you're a half decent player, I would just be playing that tournament every single week because it should just print you money because it overlays every week by normally at least 1,500, if not $2,000. So it's kind of, it's doing that. Threes versus King Queen. It's the King Queen at risk. Other outs now for Marmalade. Not to be, though. And there we go. Marmalade is going to finish in third place, picking up the bronze medal. We'll find out who you are, Marmalade. Marmalade, if you're out there and want to message me, I can get that sorted quicker for your medal if necessary. If not, we'll find out through Sky who you are and get that sorted for you. Good luck in the Satellite, though, Marmalade, because you are heads up against Pete Wigglesworth in that. So good luck. So we are heads up in the main event now. It is Jobless Wreck versus the Big Fish, Pete Daniels. And Pete's got the chip lead. Not much of a chip lead, though, to be honest. In fact, actually, with Jobless Wreck picking up that first hand of this heads up, pretty much they're even Stevens, aren't they? 51 bigs versus 46. Absolutely nothing in this. Good luck to them both. And they've locked up £705 now for a silver medal position, but they'd love to switch that silver into gold, which would give them another £230 in cash. And, of course, that all-important Vegas 27 live final invite. So good luck to you both. Jobless Wreck, if you are out there and want to let us know who you are, do pop it in the chat for us. We'd love to know if you are out watching. If not, we will find out through Sky when it comes to getting medals out to you. Not a problem whatsoever, because one of you is getting a silver and one of you is picking up the gold.
I will find you.
Yeah, I have a certain set of skills and all that, all that malarkey. Well, Marmalade no sooner busted the main event, bronze medal, has made up for it by taking the ticket in the satellite. So congratulations, Marmalade.
Good job, sir.
So Marmalade picked up £505 in the main event and the bronze medal. So congratulations, and then managed to pick up the ticket. One bullet as well in the satellite as well. Marmalade 25. So very well done to you. Not a bad evening's work, all in all, if you ask me. £40 entry in this main event, and picks up £505 plus the bronze medal, and then turns a £10 entry into a 140 ticket in the satellite. I'd say that's
Good
a pretty
grouping.
sweet. That's a pretty sweet Sunday night for Marmalade.
Wowzers.
On we go. Chip Leaders just slightly flicked over to Jobless Wreck, top of your screen, but nothing much in it, as I say. They're absolutely flying through hands here, though, Des. There's not a lot of thinking time going on here. There's a lot of button pressing happening at breakneck speed.
Leigh, I do have some insight for you. Matt Pitt the Raffler. It's me third. Wanted gold, wasn't a B. Great show, guys. Thank you, Matt.
Oh, so Matt is Marmalade.
Yeah. Stick around, Matt.
Awesome. Well done, Matt.
Hence the earlier comment. I really like it gold.
Yeah.
Next time, sir. Next time. Pete is watching now. Unlucky Pete heads up there in the satellite. Hope you're well, my friend.
Yeah, and good luck in Leeds next weekend, Pete. I'm sure you will have a blast. Hopefully, we're just getting confirmation, but hopefully we will have. We're going to adjust the one of the side events on the Sunday, and I would say make it a bit more Pete friendly, but that might sound like we're trying to do something in his favour. We're genuinely not. It's just we've wanted to change them up after just getting them up and running, and so we're just waiting for confirmation on that we're going to switch it to a round of each. As soon as we've got that confirmed, we'll update the schedule with that. So.
Leigh, in a Hitchcock style finish, Pete has joined the chat and he said, "Glad it went to a Leeds fan." I think he may have. I think he may be.
He's got the wrong
Pitt, the writer.
He's got the wrong. Yeah, he's got the wrong Matt Pitt. There's only two Matt Pitts.
Matt Pitts.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. To be fair, the other Matt Pitt might also be a Leeds fan as well. You never know.
Could be.
There is that possibility. If you're still there, Matt, let us know if you're a Leeds fan or
Matt
not.
says, question: how do we get the medal? Oh, it's one of the most asked questions in APAT's history. That one.
Yeah.
Now I know its way to you.
Yeah. Now I know who you are, Matt. I will. In fact, I probably don't even need to contact you because now I know who you are.
If you could just take that from me.
Yeah, and you're a Poker Raffles customer. I can probably just get you one in the post pretty quick. So it'll be on its way to you this week, my friend. It will be on its way to when you see a big red envelope come through your door. You'll know what it is.
Postman Pat.
Yeah, you'll know what it is. Nice bright red bubble wrap envelopes with a APAT medal inside it will be heading your way.
Do we ask for a signature, Leigh? Do we ask for a signature?
Oh, not these days.
It's very valuable, Leigh. It's very valuable.
They absolutely are. Luckily, we've got one or two of them lying around, so we tend not to worry about that, to be honest. Raised from 7 bigs by Pete and Jobless Rep goes all in. Ace 8 versus Ace Queen. It's the Ace Queen at risk and he's hit an 8. Oh, crikey. What a time
you
for it
covered
to go
the
with
flop, Leigh.
Queen on the river.
Whoa!
Queen on the river. I just added that for suspense there. Complete and total.
Hell,
8 on the flop from Jobless Wreck. And Pete Daniels hits the Queen on the river. It was Ace 8 versus Ace Queen. It was the Ace Queen at risk. 8 on the flop. and the queen on the river for the big fish, Pete Daniels, and he takes a 2-1 chip lead, and they're still firing. I mean, how quickly are these guys playing these hands of poker?
I think Sky Poker's gone on 1.5x or something.
I genuinely don't think I've seen a heads up play out as quick as this. It's like,
is it your internet, Lee? Is it just catching up? Is it buffering?
It's like 2 AI bots go to war. This is insane. It's just like I reckon they just must hire somebody that's just pressing their buttons for them and just like click.
Staff.
Click, raise, call, raise, call. Don't fold, whatever you do, don't fold. 2-1 chip lead now for Pete with that queen on the river. It's ridiculous. Seriously, I don't know what is any watching this, but this is flying through.
This is the way I eat, Lee.
I'm just imagining both these guys are at home. They're 20 tabling at the moment, and they're just pressing buttons as quickly as they can to get through the hands. But yeah, no nonsense. There's no pause thinking time here. It's just straight getting on with it. I say this is not playing catch up. This is not buffering and playing catch up or anything here. This is exactly as it's being played out. I don't think I've ever seen an APAT heads up
it's like quite played out. Silence of the Lambs live.
Quite played out so quick. Jobless wreck. Two big blinds on the flop gets called by the big fish. So King 9 7 10. They check the turn. Queen on the river. It goes check again, and 8-9 is good enough for Pete Daniels, the big fish, and is now got nearly a 3-1 chip lead here. Jobless wreck takes a little small pot back. I feel like I'm commentating on a boxing match. You know what I mean, where they're just swinging punches at each other quick enough, and as quickly as you try to describe one punch, another one comes in. Big fish raises to 3 bigs, and Jobless wreck is all in and gets that one through. On we go.
I gotta interrupt because there's so much happening there.
Ace king versus ace 5. Ace 5 is ahead.
It's a king.
Ace on the river.
They split it. Oh my God.
Pete flopped the straight. Ace 5 versus ace king with the ace king at risk, and a 5 on the river means they chop it and we go again. That was it. That was all over. We don't want to go home,
Lee. We're staying.
Oh, goodness me. Jobless wreck was on the deck, got to 9 and got up. On we go. Happy to get it in with ace 5 versus ace king. Jobless wreck is all in again, and big fish folds this time. So Jobless wreck really pulling this back, is now 40 bigs, plays 25 bigs.
Rightly. Matt Pitt says, thank you, not a Leeds fan. Pete says, are we talking about VAR tonight, or have I missed the boat? You have missed the boat, Pete. We discussed that a lot earlier. Not impressed, I think, was our summary from that particular session, while appreciating that, life isn't always as straightforward as it looks, but not impressed. Wow. Right. Sorry, Lee, you can get back to doing
we're okay.
120 miles an hour commentary.
They're just little jabs now. They're just dancing around the ring now for a little bit. Yeah. Big fish min clicks and gets the call, and it's checking all the way down at the moment. 3 big bets from Big Fish gets that through. And wins that one as well. So it's nearly back up to a 2-1 chip lead now. Is Pete Daniels. And little raise there. So there's just not a huge amount of thinking time with it. It's if like, okay, I know what I've got. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Just going to get on with it. Big Fish raises it up again. So that's 2 hands in a row. Just takes the blinds. Just chipping away a little bit now. That's 3 in a row for the Big Fish. Raises it up again. 4 in a row. Again, it's just taking down the blinds. Gets a walk there.
Is he disconnected or anything?
No, because it's firing out back. So no. Jobless wreck. So Jobless wreck fires in on this one. Jack 8 Queen Jack gets called by Big Fish. Jobless Rex playing 15 bigs behind. Big Fish bets out 4 bigs and is now up to 50 bigs, plays 15. Just got over a 3-1 chip lead now. Just getting into a position here where Jobless Rex got to fire back and does go all in for 15 bigs after a min raise from Big Fish. Having a think about this, though. Going to make the call. King 10 versus King 9. King 9 at risk. 5-5 Jack. Chop opportunities as well. And it's not going to be. And we're going to have our winner. We have our winner. First of all, congratulations to Jobless Rex, finishing in silver medal position, picking up £705. Very well done to you. Thought played really well on that final table. Jobless Rex, superb effort. But we have our winner, and it's the one person whose name we know, because it is the Big Fish 1999. It is Pete Daniels. Congratulations, sir. You have picked up £935. You have picked up the APAT gold medal, and you have picked up an invite to the Vegas 27 grand final in Manchester in November. That's starting to look like quite a tasty Friday night in Manchester as the names get added to that list. Pete is another name we will be adding to that promotion. And we will see you in Manchester, I'm sure, in November. But congratulations, our second online main event winner of the year. It is Pete Daniels, the Big Fish 1999. Very well done indeed.
Fantastic. Well, listen, everybody, thank you a bunch for joining us tonight, playing along with APAT and the community. We're going to be back, Leigh and I, tomorrow night for Poker Raffles. As he said, a couple of great draws there. Do look in. We think they're going to sell out, so get in early, particularly if you get that email tomorrow. Other than that, have a smashing week. If you're going to Leeds, have a cracker. If not, then Leigh and I will see you next Sunday night. We'll do it all over again.
Yeah, we'll have satellite next Sunday night. There's satellite on a Friday night that runs as well, so don't miss out on that one. That's normally super value if you want to get involved in that. Yeah, good luck if you're heading to Leeds. Have a great time there. Hopefully, we'll be talking about you for all the right reasons next Sunday when we find out who the winners are, and we'll be speaking to hopefully to Chris Bean from Leeds to give us an update on how it's gone down for the weekend.
Fantastic. Oh, Pete says, Leigh, what a heads up. Thanks for a great night. See you in Manchester. Boom. And Jeff Banks, Leigh. Do you remember Jeff Banks? The suits and stuff?
Yeah.
Says, night all. Sorry, Tom Banks. Tom Banks, Leigh.
Oh, right. To be honest,
Tom,
though, I reckon Tom
is much more interesting than Jeff
Tom
Banks.
Probably knows Jeff because Tom knows everybody.
Only if Jeff was in Hong Kong.
Seriously, Tom will have a Jeff story. I've no doubt about it whatsoever.
Yeah,
we need to get Tom. We need to get Tom back on the show at some point.
Can we please?
We're long overdue. We're long overdue a Tom Banks episode on the APAT show. Tom, I'll be in touch. We'll have to make that happen.
That would be really good. And finally, Leigh, Wiggle Vision transmits a night, guys. Good night, Pete. Cool. Good luck in Leeds. Have a great trip to Leeds.
Yeah, good luck in Pete's and Leeds, and hope it goes well, buddy.
Super. Okay, we will leave it there, guys. I'll just flash up the APAT dates as we finish. Have a great week. Night, everybody.